Hey, do you want to learn a money blueprint that can help you live your best life, have money to save, have money to give, have money to pay taxes, have money to grow your business, all without lack or feeling out of control? If that's you, then stay tuned. I got a really cool blueprint to share with you. Hey, my friend, welcome. My name is Melanie Borba. Welcome to the Hub for Help, where I help purpose-driven women to make more money, save more money, and live their best life so that they can truly be on purpose. I'm super excited to have you on my channel. As if you haven't already, then just know that I love comments. So please, if something sparks you or jumps into your brain while you're listening to this video, go ahead and leave me a comment because I love comments. I love hearing what you have to say. So today we're going to talk about a 4% money blueprint. Now, why do I say 4%? For starters, is because there is they say that there is like 4% of any group of people that will actually succeed and take action. Now, there's more to it than that, but basically, it's the 4% of any group that are the action takers, are the risk takers, are the ones making it happen. And so I want you to be one of the 4%ers because that is why do it if you're not going to do it well, right? That's what I think. So today I want to talk to you about money. Now, lots of my videos I talk about how to make money, but today I want to talk to you about a money blueprint, because if you don't learn how to manage your money, you will always be a slave to money. Doesn't matter how much money you make, you will always actually be a slave. So money management is really, really key. And we don't learn that enough. I don't feel like we learn that in school. I don't feel like we learn that from our finance guys, our bank people. I don't feel like we learn that anywhere near enough. Now, one of my mentors, he is the owner of 4%. And he has a free course called 7 Steps to Freedom. And I was just listening to it again the other night, and I thought, man, I need to share this money blueprint with you because this is radically changing people's lives. And I'll tell you a little bit of story. I didn't do it exactly like he does it, but I learned about something similar to this, many, many years ago. And when I was faithfully using that system that I had learned back then, it was amazing how much I could get done with how little money. Like, I was traveling, I was doing all kinds of things. I was always buying courses. And I always had all my bills paid. And I was not making very much money at that point. I was a single mom at that point. I wasn't making hardly any money really. And then something happened, and I don't know what, but all of a sudden I forget all about that stuff, and I'm back to doing money the way that I would have learned as a child or whatever, right? And it doesn't work as well. Let me tell you, that does not work as well. So the way that most people manage money is that they have one bank account. And that one bank account typically is their business account. Now, I'm going to tell you right from the start that if you are an entrepreneur, a business owner, or even an aspiring entrepreneur, you need to have a business account. But more importantly than that, we're going to dig into that in a second. But what do most people typically do with that one bank account that they have? All their money goes into that account, right? Everything goes in there. And then they pay bills out of all of that money. And then all of a sudden they're like, well, now I need to give. And now I need to build my business. And oh my goodness, what about that debt? Like, how am I going to pay off that debt? And that is the method that will keep us broke and will keep us absolutely panicked and out of control. Because when we run by that model, all of a sudden now we have really no idea where our money's going. And we have no hope in how to get some of these fancier things in life, or how to pay off some of this debt, or pay for those unexpected expenses. We have no means to do so. And that causes us to panic. That causes us to be overwhelmed, fearful, right? But it doesn't have to be like that. So Vic talks about this 4% money blueprint. Now, it is inside, like I mentioned, inside that free course, the 7 Steps to Freedom. And I'll actually put a link to that below because I really think it is such a fantastic course, and it's free. I mean, you can go take that course for free. And I'll put that link in the description. But so what he says is that you need six accounts. And I know that seems a little bit strange, but just hear me out. Just trust the process, because I'm telling you, this actually works. Vic actually said in that course that he paid a $1.8 million tax bill, I believe he said, with this method. Serious, right? Like serious. So just hear me out and listen. And I know that if you implement this, you will see changes in your money as well. Okay, so what do you need? So Vic calls it RTWCGO. Now, that's kind of hard to remember, but I'm going to tell you what he calls each of these accounts and why you need them. And then you can play with it, you can massage it, you can name it whatever you want, you can, whatever. Okay, so the R is the receiving account. So that means that's where all your money comes into. So if you've got a, whatever, if you've got a business or you're affiliate, or if you just sell stuff, or whatever, you're a contractor, whatever the case may be, all that money comes into your receiving account. 100% of it goes there. But then from there, we're going to do something cool with it. Okay, so you want to have 6 other accounts, and I'll tell you what those are in a second. But the T account that's your tax account. So you got to have an account set up to put money aside to pay for your taxes, right? And the next one is a wealth creation account. He doesn't want to call it savings, because he said he doesn't believe in saving your way to wealth. He believes in wealth creation and still living your best life while you're creating wealth. And so you have a wealth account. Then you have a charitable giving account. This one's very important too. This is where you're gonna, if you tithe, that's 10% of that goes to God's work, to furthering God's kingdom. And if you don't do that, then you still want to give. You still want to give some kind of charity that you give to, some kind of, and we'll talk about why that's important in a second. But the next one is a general account. Now, this is where this is where all your household stuff, like you're going to pay your insurance out of this account. You're going to buy your groceries out of this account. You're going to, all those things that have to do with home and life. And like, that's all your lifestyle type stuff is in that general account. And that account can actually be a personal one. But the rest of them should be a business account or a savings account. Now, the O account is actually an operations account. So if you're a business owner, you need to buy courses to increase your skill. You need to invest in advertising, paid advertising perhaps. You need to, all the business expenses that you have to run your business, like the stapler, the paper clips, the stuff that you need in your office, new computer, like all that stuff will come out of your operations account. So basically, like I said, these should all be business accounts or savings accounts, except for that general one. That can be a personal account. So now you're going to allocate a certain amount of each amount of pay into one of these accounts. Now, this is where you can massage it a little bit yourself too, because depending on where you live, what your taxes might be, that kind of thing, you can massage these figures as much or as little as you need to. But this is the structure that he told us in this course. So in your tax account, you want to put 30% right off the top out of your receiving account. You take 30% of that, you put it into your tax account, and it just sits there because at some point you're going to have to pay taxes. Then your wealth creation account is 10%. So you want to put 10% of your entire receiving account into that wealth account. Charitable giving account is 10%. Your general account should be 20%. And your operations account should be 30%. And if you add those all up, that's 100%. So that means all the money that's in your receiving account should be out and should be in one of the other accounts. And just think about this for a second, right? Like, let's say you were, aiming to make, let's say $10,000 for easy figuring, right? $10,000 a month. And let's say, okay, so 10%, so 30% of that is going to be 3,000. 10% of that's going to be 1,000. Another 10% is going to be another 1,000. And then your general is 20%, so that's going to be 2,000. And then your operations is going to be another 3,000. So can you imagine if you're putting that kind of money into each of these accounts every single month? And like, just think about how fast your wealth creation account would grow if you're putting in $1,000 every month. Just going to, and that can be where you invest, that can be where you buy gold and silver, where you these kinds of things, that's going to make your passive, and that's going to grow your passive income, which is what we all want, because then we don't have to work, right? Passive income is when we don't have to do anything. It just keeps going and we can just benefit. So, and again, your charitable, your giving account, the Bible does say that we should give 10% of our first fruits back to the Lord. And, I have tithed for many years, and I can tell you that when I'm tithing, everything always makes sense. Bills seem to work out, and money seems to work out. Everything seems to work out so much better than when I'm not tithing. So, and if you don't, believe in the Lord, or you don't tithe or whatever, you still want to give, because we know that it's more blessed. We're more blessed to give than to receive. So we want to continue to give on some level. Now, this might be a little bit challenging in the beginning, but as Vic always says, he says things that are hard, things that are worth it will be hard, and things that are easy are usually not worth it. Something like that. But anyway, so the point is that even though if this seems a little bit odd, a little bit off to you, you can still do it. And I highly recommend that you do it, because if you are an entrepreneur, you don't want to live by the principles, the money principles of people that are broke all the time. You want to live by the success principles of the wealthy. And this is a very big success principle from a very, very wealthy man. So you want to follow what the wealthy do. I'm going to do it. I'm going back. I've decided I'm going to go back and get my account set up again in my bank account. And I'm excited, because I think, oh my word, I remember how well this worked when I did it before. So if this resonated with you, or if you have any comments about, money management or anything like that, I would love to hear them in the comments, because, that's how I know that what I'm giving you is information that you want or need. And, if you're loving this channel, go ahead and like, subscribe, share it. And remember, if you want to get access to that free 7 Steps to Freedom course, you just have to sign up as a free member with that link below, and then you will be able to get access to that. And it is I highly recommend it. It's just such a good course. So I hope you are blessed, and I can't wait to hear your success stories. Take care. Bye-bye, and God bless.